So, my name's Danya. In today's pose deep dive, we're exploring Dragon, one of the most transformative and challenging poses in the entire Yin practice. We'll explore two variations today: Baby Dragon, the more accessible expression of the shape, and Dragon Flying Low, a deeper variation that shifts the stretch into the inner groin and outer hip. I'll guide you through both so you can find exactly the right version for your body. We'll hold each side, move through a rebound, and close with a counter pose to balance the practice. If you have blocks, a bolster, or a folded blanket nearby, keep them within reach. Let's begin on all fours in a neutral tabletop position. Wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, spine long and easy. From here, lengthen your left leg long behind you, toes on the ground. Begin to rock gently forward and backward. Just a few easy movements. Keep the pelvis level, hip bones even, shining down towards the mat. This gentle rocking warms the hip joint and draws awareness into the front line of the left leg. Now, bring your attention to your core. Draw the abdominals gently inwards, and on your next exhale, lift the back leg and round your spine, drawing your left knee slowly in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen, extending the leg long behind you, reaching through the heel, feeling the whole back line of the body open. Exhale, round. Knee draws towards nose, spine curls, belly hollows. One more time. Inhale to stretch and lengthen. And exhale to draw the knee and the nose toward each other. Hold here and then place the left foot on the floor between your hands. Walk it forward until the knee is stacked directly above the heel. Tuck the right toes under and lift the back knee off the mat into a low lunge. Feel the front line of the right hip beginning to open. Then gently lower the back knee to the mat and allow the hips to slowly sink toward the floor. This is Baby Dragon. And for many bodies, this is more than enough today. Pause and feel the shape. Notice where the stretch arrives, perhaps a deep drawing sensation along the front of the right hip and thigh. In Yin, we're looking for the edge, the threshold, where you feel something meaningful but sustainable. This is where the fascia begins to slowly unravel. Let the hips be heavy, hands on the mat or on blocks. Close your eyes if that invites more inward focus. If Baby Dragon feels like your place today, stay here. If you'd like more intensity, bring both hands to the inside of your front foot and begin to walk them forward. You might stay on your hands or lower onto your forearms on the mat, on blocks, or on a bolster. From here, you might begin to roll onto the outer edge of your front foot, letting the knee gently wing out to the side. This shifts the stretch into the inner groin and adductors, different quality of sensation entirely. Notice how each small variation awakens different sensations in the body. Explore what feels most beneficial in your body. Find your sweetest variation, and then come to be still. You may wish to close your eyes. Let your hips grow heavier, belly softening on each exhale. Imagine your hips melting downward. Feel the gentle tug of gravity. Dragon can bring up intensity. If that happens, stay curious. Meet the sensation with a slow, steady breath. Often what feels overwhelming at first simply asks to be met and then softens. And slowly begin to come out of the shape and step carefully into downward facing dog. Let it be soft and easy, allowing for a nourishing bend in your knees. Perhaps pedaling through the heels and swaying your hips gently side to side. Can you notice any difference between the left and right side of the body? Is the left side warmer, perhaps more open, more present than the right? And lower your knees and return to a neutral tabletop and lengthen the right leg long behind you, toes on the ground, for some easy rocking, forward and backward. Pelvis level, hip bones even. Warming up the right side. And with a gently engaged core, lift the back leg. And as you exhale, round the spine and draw the right knee towards the nose. Inhale, lengthen, leg extends long. Exhale, squeeze the knee and nose together. One more time. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to draw in and pause. And then place the right foot between your hands. Knee stacked above the heel. Tuck the left toes and lift the back knee into a low lunge. Then lower it back down. Hips sinking slowly. Pause in baby dragon. Feel how this side receives the shape. Perhaps you can move a little deeper. Perhaps there is more resistance. Each side holds its own story. If your body is inviting you deeper, move into dragon flying low. With your hands on the inside of the front foot, you may lower onto your forearms if that feels right, or roll onto the outer edge of the front foot if you like to explore the inner groin. Rather than pushing for more depth, think of softening and surrendering into the shape. Find your sweetest variation and come to be still. Close your eyes. Connect to a long, slow breath. With each exhale, the hips releasing downward. With time, deeper fascial layers, the connective tissue that surrounds and permeates the muscles, begins to yield and release. Bring your awareness to the psoas, that deep muscle threading through the pelvis. It is called the muscle of the soul because of its deep connection to our stress response. When we are anxious or overwhelmed, the psoas contracts. Imagine it slowly releasing its grip. Letting go of what it has been holding. Be patient. time will do the work. And slowly step into downward dog, or come straight into child's pose, whichever feels most nourishing to you right now. If you're in down dog, pedal and sway for a few breaths. Then make your way to child's pose. In child's pose, the hips fold and the low back gently rounds. This is a soft and natural counter pose to the deep frontline opening of dragon. Notice what sensations swirl in the body. Warmth flooding through the hip flexors. A quiet ache in the groin that slowly softens. Simply receive whatever comes to the surface. If you'd like a little movement, walk your hands to the left for a few breaths. A gentle side stretch through the right waist. Then to the right. Breathing into the left side. And then return to center. Coming back to stillness for a few more breaths. This is where the practice integrates. From child's pose, slowly make your way onto your belly. Bring the forearms onto the mat, elbows beneath the shoulders. Press gently down and allow the chest to lift into a soft, supported back bend, into Sphinx pose. Let the pelvis be heavy, legs relaxed, gaze soft and forward. Feel the gentle lengthening along the whole front body, belly, chest, throat. After the deep hip flexor work of dragon, this feels light and spacious. You may enjoy exploring half frog, bend one knee, and reach the same side hand back to hold your foot or ankle, drawing the heel gently towards the glute. This is a beautiful quad stretch to complement dragon's deeper work. Take a few breaths on each side, and then return to Sphinx. Breathe here. Let your spine return to its natural curve. And taking your time, lower the forearms and rest your cheek on the mat and take one final pause. Feel the whole front body nourished, open, at ease. And gently press back up to sit. Take a moment to notice the whole body. Notice any sense of spaciousness or warmth that wasn't there when we began. Dragon is a practice of patience, of meeting intensity with softness rather than force. And that quality, that willingness to stay, to breathe, to soften at the edges, is one of the most transferable things that Yin gives us, both on and off the mat. Thank you for practicing with me today. If this deep dive was useful, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, and subscribe for more pose tutorials and full-length Yin classes every week. I'll see you in the next one.